Hey guys. Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me well?
Yes.
All right, excellent.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, dear.
Hi, Miss Nisma.
Hi, Nuzet. How are you, dear? Okay.
Hi.
We're waiting for people to come in.
Hello, Miss Nisma.
Hello, Yani.
Miss, what are we going to do today?
We're going to answer April 2019, paper 1. April 2019, paper 1. Okay. All right, let's start. Limar, hi, Limar. We're answering.
Hi.
We are answering April 2019, paper 1.
Was this a homework or no?
I will go get
It
it.
was a homework on Thursday, yes.
It
Paper
was a
one.
homework? Okay, so we're doing a homework correction.
Yes. Hi, Ruqayya.
Miss, paper 1 or 2?
Paper 1, dear.
Okay.
Ruqayya, do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, we're doing now April 2019, paper 1.
Okay. Hi,
Oh.
Miss Nisma.
Hi, dear, how are you? Okay, so here we go. We're going to start right now.
Miss, I forgot to submit it. Can I submit it after the session?
Yes. Okay, so let's start. Limar, I want you to answer the first question. Complete the sentences about human senses. One has been done for you. I feel with my skin.
I hear with my ears.
Yes.
I see with my eyes. I smell with my nose. I taste with my tongue or taste buds.
No, tongue. Just write
Tongue
tongue.
only?
Yes. Okay. So I think this is very easy. It's like year 1 a question.
Of course.
Yes.
Miss,
Yes.
did you check if the homework was submitted or not?
I'm going to check it after this session because I didn't have time. I was inserting all the marks and the comments and everything. So I'm going to check it after the session, all right? Number 2, Ali, I smelled.
Miss, we're answering paper 1 or 2?
Right, read it.
On the screen.
Read it. Did you read it?
Yes.
Okay, yes, Ali. Ice melts into liquid water. The melting of ice is reversible process.
Yes.
Explain why.
When it smells, can be ice again.
Yes, so because you can reverse it and freeze it into ice again, right?
Yes.
Because once it melts, you can freeze it again into ice. Okay, complete, Ali. Complete the sentences. The melting point of ice is?
0.
0 degrees Celsius. What about the boiling point of water?
100.
100 degrees Celsius. All right. Thank you, Ali.
ممكن أكمل؟
No, you answered the whole question by yourself. Hala. Air resistance is a force. It slows down moving objects. Skaters want to move fast. Skaters reduce air resistance by wearing smooth helmets. Write down 2 other ways skaters reduce air resistance by. Skaters reduce air resistance by what and what? Hala, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. How can we reduce, the skaters reduce the air resistance other than putting those smooth helmets? They wear what? Do they wear like white clothes or tight clothes?
Tight.
Yes, So they wear, this is one of the things that they can reduce the air resistance by wearing tight clothes. Another thing in the picture, where do they put their hands?
They put them behind their back.
Yes, so this is another way of reducing the air resistance by putting their hands behind their backs. They are also, as you can see, are all in the same line. So each skater is behind the other. This is one other way to reduce air resistance. So any of these, and also the cloth can be tight and smooth too. So skaters reduce their air resistance by wearing tight clothes, smooth clothes, by putting their hands behind their backs, or by standing one behind the other.
Or by bending or crouching. Bending their knees and crouching.
Yes. Bending their knees is also another way of reducing the air resistance. Very good. Okay. Mariam Walid, are you there?
Misa, in the question before this, I wrote wear skin tight clothes and keep their body in a streamlined shape.
Okay. Those
I
are
searched
all.
on Google because I didn't have any ideas.
It's also a correct answer. Mariam is not there, right? Okay, Ruqayya. Ruqayya, you there?
Miss April,
Yes, my mic just
Yeah. What? Who's asking?
Me, Farida, or April, what again?
It's written on the screen, Farida.
Oh, okay, April 2019.
Yeah. Okay, Ruqayya. Here is an outline of a human. So they section them into section this human into 4 sections. Thank you, Najat. A, B, C, and D. Okay. Which organ has a position in area B? Ruqayya.
Miss, who's answering?
What?
Who is answering?
Ruqayya.
Sorry, miss, I was muted.
No, I did not mute anyone. You muted yourself?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my laptop.
It's fine. Okay. Which
Lung.
organ? Yes, lung. Continue, Ruqayya. Which organ has a position in area D?
Intestines.
Intestines. Very good. And the last one, in which area would you find the heart?
Area B.
Area B. Very good. Okay.
It was area C, in the first part of area C.
Here?
Miss Rukai said the
Yeah.
intestine in area B?
The intestine and area B. No, the lungs.
How, yeah, Miss? Lungs in area B.
She said the lungs. Yes. Which organ has a position? Okay. Just let's go through the answers that Ruqayya said. Which organ has a position in area B? Lung. Which organ has a position in area D? Intestines. Okay. And the last one, in which area would you find the heart? No, in area B, Limar. The heart is right there, Limar. Why would it be down there? The right is right. What?
I thought it was in area C, in the very upper part.
Even in the very upper part, this is still very low for the area C. Sorry, for the heart. The heart is right there in the middle, a little bit to the left. In the middle, a little bit to the left. And the lungs are on the 2 sides. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Question 5. Yasin Abdel Hamid.
Yes.
Yuri hits the tuning fork to make a sound. He puts the tuning fork on water. Explain why there is a pattern on the water.
Because
You first have to say what happened to the tuning fork when it was hit.
the tuning fork vibrated.
Yes.
Rapidly.
So the first thing after hitting the tuning fork, it will vibrate. And then when he puts the tuning fork on water, the vibration will do what?
Will do a pattern in the water.
it will pass or get transferred to the water, which forms those waves. Okay, why did I say that you have 2 points? Because you have right here 2 marks. So first you have to say that the tuning fork is vibrating, and then after putting it in the water, the vibration will transfer to the water, forming waves. All right, guys, everyone, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Next
Miss,
is,
I wrote sound travels through water.
you have 2 points, Farida. This is not enough. Or yeah, Aisha, I'm not quite sure who's answering. Yes, Farida, you have 2 points. You have first to say what happened to the tuning fork, and then after putting it in the water, how the vibration transferred and made waves.
Miss,
Okay?
Miss Desma,
Yes.
I said tuning fork vibrates, and the other one I said it makes water moves.
The vibration transfers into water. It doesn't make water move. How does it make the water move? By transferring the vibrations. Okay? Just add that.
Okay, so that's 2 points?
That's the 2 points, yes.
Okay.
Aisha, do you have a question or do you want to answer?
I want to answer.
Okay. Answer. Humans and elephants have bony skeletons. The trunk of the elephant does not have a bony skeleton. Explain why.
So it can be flexible and so it can be able to drink water.
Exactly. So those are the 2 points again. First, that it has to be flexible so that it can be flexible. And the second thing, why is it important to be flexible? To be able to drink water. And they also use it in food, by the way. They grab food with it and put it in their mouths. So if you wrote any of those 2, whether drinking water or eating food, both are correct. Okay, but
Can I write because there's no organs inside the trunk to protect?
no, you have to write what exactly or what is the trunk used for, and this is why it doesn't have a bony
Miss, when
skeleton.
I finished and corrected it by the mark scheme, it wrote okay.
It was written this way. Okay, let's check the
I
mark
think so.
scheme. We're going to check the mark scheme. Okay.
Okay, when I corrected the homework, yes, it was fine.
Okay, let's check.
Can I tell you what I wrote in question 6?
Oh yeah. So no organs inside trunk to protect. Okay, but you have to write that it is flexible. You have to write 2
I wrote
things.
because there's no organs inside the trunk to protect, and the trunk needs to be flexible and bendy.
All right.
Miss,
Yes.
I wrote the trunk of the elephant must be flexible so the bone, if there is a bone, it will stop it from bending.
And then
That's it.
the whole thing that you wrote is 1 point.
So what should I write other than this?
Look at this. They wrote needs to be flexible, or bones would stop it bending. All of those, by the way, is 1 point. Okay. If you wrote any of this, it's 1 point. And then you can choose one of those 2, whether that the organs inside, there are no organs inside the trunk to protect, or that this way, because it's flexible, the elephant will be able to drink water or suck water or pick up food or any of those things. So you have to write another point. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Next is question number 7. Chen collects information about recycling in different schools. So we have here 5 schools, A, B, C, D, and E. And they want us in the first question to write down the mass of material recycled by school B. Let's pick up Aisha. Aisha, are you already answered? You already answered. Okay. Mariam Walid.
Yes, miss.
Okay, dear. What is the mass of material recycled by school B?
Seven.
7. Yes, 7 kilograms. Exactly. Continue, Mariam. School D recycles 1 kilogram less than school A. School D recycles 1 kilogram less than school A. So this means that
School D, we will draw it. School D will be 5.
yes, 5. So it has to be in the middle
Draw it, miss?
between, yeah, I will draw it between 4 and 6. Okay. All right. It has to be in the middle between 4 and 6. So it's going to be right there. Okay. So just let me do the point first, and then I can start from here. Of course, you have to do it with a ruler and a pencil, and you know this, right? You have to do it with a
Unless you
ruler.
can just draw it with a straight line. Use a straight line.
With a ruler and a pencil, okay?
Miss,
This
I
way
can't
and
hear you
this-
well.
What?
I can't hear. Oh, I can hear you now.
All right. So you have to, of course, shade it in a good way. This is not a very good way. You have to shade it in a good way. All right. Next is Chen makes a conclusion. I have to erase this. Chen makes a conclusion. Continue, Mariam. School C recycles the most. I think this is because School C is the biggest school with the most children. So just one other reason why School C recycles the most.
Because it has a lot of children, so
Yes,
the
it's
garbage,
already, it's, yeah, so the garbage
so
what?
the materials they get are with a larger amount, so they will be the most recycled school.
Okay, thank you, Mariam. So what Mariam says is that since it has the most children, this means that it has the most materials to be recycled. It will have a lot of garbage. So this means that it has the most material to be recycled. Another thing that you can write that it has or they are the most educated about the importance of recycling, or that they have the best campaign about recycling. So you can talk about the awareness that you have, they have the most awareness about the importance of recycling. Okay, now let's go to page 7.
Me.
Page 7, question 8. Would you please give
Can
me
I
one?
answer?
Yes, just give me 1 second, guys. Just have to do something quickly.
Okay.
Hello, I'm back. Okay. So the table below, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yes,
All
we
right.
can.
Yes.
The table below shows some properties of 6 materials. You have here 6 materials, and they chose the properties of hardness, melting point, soluble in water, and whether they are soluble or insoluble, and the strength. Now, the thing that they did not put an actual number for the hardness and melting point, like the melting point, for example, they did not use the temperature. They used the scale, and the same with the strength and the hardness. They used a scale, they did not use the actual numbers. All right, so this is the idea. This is what might be a little bit confusing for some people. Here, they did not use the actual numbers with the units. No, they were actually using a scale. They were just saying that 1 is for the softest material in case of hardness. 1 is the softest materials, and once you go up until 10, the hardness is increasing. So 10 is the hardest material. Okay, what about the melting point? The one that has number 1 means that it has the lowest melting point. Once you go up until 10, the melting point is increasing. The temperature of the melting point is increasing. Do you understand the concept, guys?
Yes.
All right, very good.
Yes.
So material E has a low melting point. What is the meaning of the words melting point? You just have to write the definition. Now I will
Can I
pick
say?
someone up. Okay, Najat. Huh?
The temperature at which a solid becomes a liquid.
The temperature, yes, the temperature at which solid starts to turn into liquid or becomes a liquid. Very good. Continue, Najat. A cutting tool needs to be very hard, have a high melting point, and be very strong. So now we're tackling 3 out of the 4 factors or properties of the materials: the hardness, the melting point, and the strength. Now, which material is the best to make a cutting tool? So you're looking for a material that is very
D.
hard, which has high melting point and very strong. D?
D. Yes.
Yeah, so it's very
Because
hard,
it's not
yes.
soluble in water, and the hardest
No,
is 10
no. They did not mention the solubility in water. They did not mention the solubility of water. They just said that it has to be very hard, have high melting point, and very strong. And D is correct because it has hardness, the scale on the hardness scale, it was 10. It has a very high or the highest melting point, and it's the most strong or the strongest. So yes, the answer is D. Thank you, Najat. Question number 9. Let's take someone else. Khulud.
Yes.
All right, let's answer this together, dear. Safia is investigating seed germination. She has 4 dishes. She adds some seeds to each dish. I think we answered something like this before. Anyway, she has...
And I think it came in the exam.
Which exam? The mock exam? No.
Yeah.
She has 4 dishes. She adds some seeds to each dish. Look at the dishes in the picture. So you have here 4 dishes, A, B, C, and D. In A, we put the seeds with light and water. I'm pretty sure that we did this together before.
Yes, but we did before.
Yes. B, seeds in a dark cupboard with water. C, seeds with light and no water. And D, seeds in a dark with no water. Okay. Question A says, in which dishes will she find germinated seeds after 2 days? Circle the correct answer.
A.
A and what? We want 2.
A and B.
A and B. Thank you so much, Khulud. And why did Khulud choose A and B? Because the most important thing in the germination of seeds is the presence of water. So this means that it's not really important to have light in the light, or sorry, the seeds have light or no, okay? As long as there is water, it will start to germinate. So the answer is A and B. She did not choose C and D because we did not add water, so the seed will not be able to germinate. Khulud, I want you to continue. What else do seeds need to germinate?
Warmth.
The warmth, yes. Yes, if you wrote warmth or you wrote suitable temperature, both are correct. And guys,
Oxygen.
I know, no, it doesn't need oxygen. I know that in the graphic organizer, the third thing written is space, but space is really minor or something that is not really important. Because if you noticed, you will find that some plants are, they are planted really next to each other and they're fine. They just grow, it's fine, no problem. So the idea of the space, it's a very minor, it's preferable that it has a space, but not really necessary. So please don't write, if in a question like this, what else do seeds need to germinate? Don't write space. Just pay attention or concentrate on those two, the water and the warmth or the suitable temperature. Light is not important, oxygen is not important. Okay, guys?
Yes, I wrote the correct temperature.
Miss, can I answer the next one?
Okay, but it's just that the correct temperature, it's fine, but it's not really scientific. So I want you to use like real scientific terms. So suitable temperature is better. Okay, Najat?
Okay.
Okay. Now, question number 10.
Can I answer it?
Who are you?
See.
Yasin.
I
Okay.
I didn't answer at all today.
Okay, I will take Hannah because Hannah did not answer, and then I will get back to all of you again after finishing. Okay? Yes, Hannah. Blessie's head makes a shadow on a screen. Complete the sentences to explain why there is a shadow on the screen. A shadow is made because Blessie's head dash the light. Blocks the light. Continue. Blessie's head makes a shadow because it's made of opaque material. So the first dash or the first blank you're going to write blocks. The second one you're going to write opaque. Continue, Hannah. Blessie moves towards the light source. What happens to the size of the shadow of Blessie's head?
It increases.
It will increase. Yes, exactly. It will become bigger or it will increase. Thank you, Hannah. Haya. Haya, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Haya. I want you to answer number 11. Seawater. Yes, seawater contains many substances dissolved in water. One of these substances is salt. Look at the chart describing how clean drinking water is made from seawater. So here's seawater. There is a process that the seawater go through. Okay, and in this, after this process, the seawater will be sectioned or will be separated into steam and salt and other solids. Then the steam will go through process B, and then you have clean drinking water. Okay. Now, what is the name of process A?
Process A.
Yes, which
Seawater.
will no what? Seawater will go through process A, which will separate the seawater into steam and salt and other solids. What do you think is process A? When you have salty water and you want to separate the water from the salt, what will you do?
It's
What do? We made it in the lab, Haya. We made it in the lab. You have salt and you put salt in the water. Then you want to separate the water from the salt. What are you going to do?
filter.
No, it's dissolving in water, Haya. How will I filter it? It will just pass through the filter paper. What do we do? And then the crystals of the salt will be left behind.
Evaporation.
Yes, so process A is evaporation. Okay, what about process B, which brings the steam back into water?
Isma.
Yes.
So from liquid to gas is evaporation?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So what is the name of process B? What makes the water vapor or the steam get back to the liquid form or the water form?
Condensation.
Yes, so the name of process B is condensation. So again, process A is evaporation, process
Miss, what
B
was the answer
is
of B?
condensation. Process A is evaporation, process B is condensation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Haya, continue. Seawater cannot be filtered to remove salt. This is what we were just talking about, Haya.
Miss, what was the name of process B?
Seriously, guys,
Condensation.
you don't know?
Condensation?
Miss, I did process A, boiling.
Well, boiling is fine, but it's not the accurate answer, Hannah. Evaporation
miss.
is the accurate answer.
Miss B, the process B is اسمه ايه ده? Condensation?
What do you think, Ruqayya?
Yes.
Getting okay. This
And
is
A is
supposed to be very.
Miss, I made A boiling and B cooling.
No, guys.
Miss, it's evaporation and condensation.
Yes, it is. Would you please give me a chance to talk? Okay. Guys, the word process means that you have to write between melting, evaporation, condensation, freezing. Those are the name of the 4 main processes. And there is also sublimation. This is the 5th one. This is the process. Now, how the process is done is cooling and heating. This is how the process is done. This is not the name of the process. Okay? And this is supposed to be a very, very easy question. So a lot of you are still confused about it. This is a major problem. Okay? Seawater is water with salt. Now you want to separate the water from salt. What do? You evaporate it. So now you have the steam, which is the water vapor, and the salt. They are now separated from each other. And then now you have steam, which is pure water vapor. You want to bring it back to become water. What do? Process B is condensation. Now, without asking, you're supposed to be knowing those answers. We did it like millions of times before. Haya, question C is what we were just discussing. You said seawater, we filter it, and I told you no, we cannot filter it because it's already dissolved in water. So this is what you're going to say in C. Seawater cannot be filtered to remove salt to make clean drinking water. Explain why.
Explain why?
Yes?
Because the salt
Yes.
already
Is what?
is dissolved.
Thank you so much. Because what? Because the salt is dissolved in water, or the salt is soluble in water. Okay? So because the salt is already dissolved in water, or because the salt is soluble in water.
Miss,
Thank you, Haya.
can you write it in a text?
You're welcome.
Because I forgot what you said.
No, I'm not going to write it in a text because it's a very easy question, and you can rewatch the video again when I upload it on YouTube. Seriously, Ruqayya? Seriously?
No.
You don't know this
No.
question?
I know it, yeah, Miss. Because I want to write it like you.
Like what? Which one? C?
Like how you said it, because when I come to revise آخر يوم بقى, I do it right.
Because salt is soluble in water. This is a very long statement that you cannot write by
Say it
yourself.
again.
Oh, dear God. Because salt is soluble in water.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Next is page 11. Yasin. Carlos, Yasin, are you there? Yasin Abdul Hamid.
Yes.
Okay. Carlos draws a food chain. Yeah, before I continue, guys, now I discovered that I cannot find the video where we are correcting together paper 2 of the mock exam. I kept looking for it and I couldn't find it. So apparently YouTube removed it or something because of a copyright or so. So what I did is that I recorded a video today with the correction of paper 2 in the mock exam, and I uploaded to your Classera. So you will find a video which is called Year 6 recorded session between brackets mock exam paper 2 correction. This I want you, it's very important for you. It's very important for you to go through it so that you know your mistakes too. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Yes, Yassine, quickly, we have like 2 minutes left. We can do this together. Carlos draws a food chain. The grass, impala, grass, locust, scorpion, baboon, and leopard. Something is wrong. What do you think is wrong?
Miss, can I answer it?
No, Yassine will answer it. Yassine, which part do you think is wrong?
The impala and the grass.
Yes, the impala and the grass, because this means that the grass ate the impala. Okay,
Yes.
so
But
of course,
Miss, I have a question.
yes.
How the locust and how the locust ate the impala?
What? How the locust ate the impala? No, the locust
Yes.
ate the grass.
So we will change the impala with the grass and the locust with the impala.
No, you're not going to change anything. The locust, it's already the arrow is coming from the grass to the locust. What's the problem? How is the locust related to the impala?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so the grass is eaten by the locust, and then the locust is eaten by the scorpion, and the scorpion is eaten by the baboon, and the baboon is eaten by the leopard. Okay, the problem
Okay.
is with the impala. The grass is a producer. Explain why. Yassine, explain why the grass is a producer.
1 second.
What can I say?
Just give him 1 second.
Okay, I'll give him it.
What's the meaning of a producer, Yassine?
Because it gets energy from the sun and give it to the herbivore to give
No.
energy to
What are you reading from where? The grass is a producer because it makes its own food with the photosynthesis process. This is it. It makes its own food with the photosynthesis process. Okay? I will end the session now, or I will do C quickly. The baboon is a predator. Why is a baboon is a predator? Because it eats the scorpion. Or yes, because it hunts a scorpion and eats it. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to continue. I think we don't have a session tomorrow, or do we? We do have a session tomorrow.
Miss, can
I
you
don't
say
think so.
I don't think so.
the one of the baboon again?
I will say it the next session. I will start with it the next session. Okay. All right.
Yani we leave?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.